What's going on? So, I just wanted to update on my progress in trying to quit weed. Um, I'm on my fourth day. Um, I wanted to upload each day, but I've been pretty busy the last couple days. Um, but I got some updates. That's all that matters. So, anyways, uh, day one was really good. I mean, I made a video about that. And day two was good as well. I felt great. I feel more energized and just more motivated. Um, I did have some issues sleeping on day one and day two. Didn't sleep that much, slept about 5, 6 hours, but it didn't really affect me that much because I had slept pretty well the days prior. Um, but yeah, so basically what what I'm doing right now is just trying to figure out a nice routine so that I stay busy because that's the most important thing when trying to quit weed. Like I said, like I've tried many times. I've quit for months at a time. Ever since I started smoking, which has been about 12 years. That's when I first was introduced to weed. The most I've ever been able to go without weed has been 3 months. But I guess, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out if it makes sense for me to quit for good or at least for like a year or a couple of years, at least until I get to where I want to be in life. Because I feel like weed slows you down and just doesn't allow you to perform at your best. You know, like I said, like I have respect for weed and it'll always have a special place in my heart, even if I never touch it again. Not saying that I won't, but um, sometimes you have to take a break or just let certain things go. That goes for people, substances, environments, jobs. You get the point, etc. So, so yeah, basically, day one, day two were pretty smooth. I felt great, I felt energized, more motivated. Day three, I struggled a little more because I wasn't able to sleep well. And by the third night of not sleeping well, it kind of started catching up to me. So, what I did was I, I kind of forced myself to just do things even though I didn't want to because I was tired. I wasn't motivated or anything. I just wanted to just relax. Um, but the thing is that if I relax too much, then especially if I'm at home, then I start craving, wanting to smoke because it's a lot more fun to lounge around when you're high. So I ended up forcing myself to just do something, and that was to go to the beach. I just went for like a jog and just to get out of the house and change my environment. I went for a jog. Went in the water. The water was really cold. It's still really cold around here, but it felt amazing. Like there's something about cold water. We all heard about cold showers and ice baths and stuff like that, but cold water just like makes you, I don't know, like it like makes you just feel good afterwards. Even when I was going in there, it just kind of like pumps your adrenaline, and I feel like I was able to just enjoy it. Like even though it was uncomfortable, afterwards I felt great. I felt refreshed. Um, I work out a lot, so I'm always aching somewhere, and I feel like it almost has like a painkiller effect. I feel like my pains and everything just don't feel as bad when I go into cold water or take an ice bath. Not that I take ice baths that often because I don't have the right equipment, and buying pounds of ice every couple days it kind of doesn't seem like a sustainable thing for me right now, at least, even though I would love to be able to take ice baths all the time, because I do see the benefit of cold water. I feel like cold showers aren't like that good for me because I feel like the water is just not cold enough, and there's something about submerging yourself in really cold water that just, I don't know, it's just different. But for some people the cold showers work, and I mean they do work. Like I've done them, and like they still wake me up, but I just feel like the effects aren't as good as when you submerge yourself in really cold water or ice water. So anyways, I guess um, because on the third day I didn't sleep so well, I did stay busy, and I was just trying to get some activity so that I could hopefully sleep better the next night, which was last night. And um, I was able to finally sleep. Like I said in my previous video, I'm trying to take the magnesium and the valerian root. I up my dose um, from about 150 milligrams of magnesium glycinate to 300, which is really the recommended dose. And same thing with the valerian root. I don't know the exact measurement for the serving size, but or serving dose, but basically I doubled the dose. I took one dose the past 2 nights, and this like last night I took two, just to try to knock myself out because I really needed to sleep. So, anyways, I guess I slept pretty good, but what I found out that I was really missing was uh, more water. I think that's why I wasn't sleeping well the past couple of days because I was just not getting enough water, and I feel like when I go to sleep dehydrated, I don't sleep well. I feel like I'm kind of like asleep, like I'm kind of awake. It's like not a very deep sleep, so I don't, I can sleep for 8 hours, but I don't feel rested because I feel like my nervous system doesn't actually shut down 100%, or enough to get sleep. I don't know why I put quotation marks around that, but um, so anyways, um, I guess the the hydration part has been a little harder because when I stop getting high, and I'm not, like I heard this from many people, I'm not the only one. You feel like nauseous more, like easier, like I feel like you can't eat as much, like as many amounts. That goes with food and water, which is why I said in my previous video it's a good idea to try to eat little bits of food throughout the day. But right now my main focus is just drinking lots of water because I feel like I don't want to go to sleep dehydrated because it is affecting me my it's affecting my sleep. So basically, if anyone's out there trying to do the same thing as me, trying to quit, make sure you're drinking lots of water because it will help you with your sleep. Even if you have to get up to pee, I feel like, at least for me, it helps me. And same thing with the food. Try to eat throughout the day. So the first 2 days, I didn't eat much. Didn't drink much water. Like, even though I drink a lot of water, I drink at least a gallon of water a day. But I feel like I probably didn't get to a gallon, or not even close, probably half a gallon. um, but um, yeah, like the most important thing is eating small meals, drinking water throughout the day, exercising, you know, burning some energy, because you're like, when you quit, you have excess energy. Um, and that excess energy, if you don't burn that throughout the day, it's going to be really hard to fall asleep. Your brain's just going to be super wired. Um, so, yeah, I guess today I felt a little groggy because I feel like the up in the dose of magnesium and valerian root, just I feel like it makes you feel a little groggy. So like I feel like it took me um, a little longer to just get started. I just kind of feel like lazy, almost like when you smoke, like it kind of takes you a little while. I'm gonna assume like anything that helps you sleep, it's gonna depress your nervous system, which is kind of what weed does, which is why it's harder like to get things going when you smoke every day in the mornings. I noticed that like when I don't smoke or get high, like I can wake up much easier. Like I'll get up from bed and I'm ready to start doing productive things really quickly. With when I'm smoking, it takes me like like a 2 hours to like feel like I'm okay, ready to take on the day. And so that's so that adds up. Like that's about 14 hours in a week, if you're not smoking, that you have to do other things that you need to do to get your life together. And yes, I can do math. Seven, 7 times 2 is 14. But anyways, um, I can kind of do math. I'm not that good at math, or maybe I am. I don't know. But I can at least multiply 7 times 2. So, anyways, I guess yeah, that's pretty much like today. When I started the day, I just started kind of slow. So tonight I'm gonna lower the dose of the magnesium and the valerian root. And again, those things, if you if you don't overdo it, you're not gonna feel groggy. It's just that the only reason why I took more is because I just wanted to get some sleep. I feel like even if I feel a little groggy in the morning, because I've done that before, and like I knew that was gonna be the case most likely, I was willing to deal with it, because I just wanted my body to sleep, because I feel like it's not good to not sleep, especially since I felt the actual effects of the sleep deprivation on the what, third day. Yeah. So um yeah, basically, I was finally able to get going. But before I was able to get going, because I was just feeling so chilled out, um I I actually thought about just smoking a little bit. Like I was just like, maybe I'll toke up a little bit, and maybe I'll just do it today, and I'll do it every couple days. But I know that that's how I always go back to the same cycle of smoking every day. So thankfully I was able to push myself through the craving, and just start like taking action. So what I did, I started organizing my room. Just, you know, I wanted to get the juices flowing, even if I didn't feel like it, because I know that once you start, it like starting is always the hardest part. Once you start, you want to keep doing more usually, and even if you don't, at least you get something like done for the day. So I made my bed, like cleaned up my room, cleaned up part like another part of the house, like the kitchen and stuff like that. um Took my dog out for like a walk slash play in the backyard. And yeah, so I feel like after I did that, I went outside. I felt the sun, the nice weather. I was like, all right, like what can we do next? And I feel like it energized me to go back to the beach and get a workout in. So I ended up going to the beach and going for like a 4 mile run, and I did some push-ups, and I went in the water, and the water today was really cold, and it was just amazing. Like at first I was hesitant, I wasn't gonna go in because it was really windy and the water was cold because we had a storm last night, so the currents were strong. But I still went in, and it was just amazing. It felt so good. It was so cold, but probably the coldest water that I've been to in the ocean in a long time, if ever. But it just felt amazing. Felt so good afterwards, so refreshed, so clear minded. Again, my pains and aches just really decreased. Like I think it's the perspective of it. Like it just makes you like, I guess it pumps your adrenaline, and you just feel good. I don't know how else to describe it. Um, yeah, and then so I came home and just did some other things that I had to do with when it came to my finances and stuff. Took care of things that basically I've been putting off for months. Simple things that I wouldn't have done today if I would have, say, worked out, did what I did, and smoked as soon as I got home, which is usually what I would do. I would have just, if I would have smoked, I would have just showered and got the munchies, ate and smoked more, and ate more and smoked more, and watched, mindless entertainment on my phone until I fell asleep. So, yeah, the benefits speak for themselves for me. It's very clear that when I'm not getting high on an everyday basis, like you just are more productive with your time, and that's just the way it is. Weed is definitely good to chill, but if you do it all the time, then you're gonna be chilling all the time. Unless you're rich or you don't really want to accomplish anything in life, it's not good. So yeah. Um, so basically, to recap a bit, day one, um, felt good, felt energized, motivated. Didn't sleep much, but that was okay. Just not smoking for that one day gave me a different perspective. Day two, same thing. Day one and day two, very similar. Got a lot of things done, felt good, felt motivated. Didn't sleep much, but again, didn't really affect me too much. Day three, started to feel the the effects of the lack of sleep. So had to force myself to do things. Wasn't as motivated, wasn't as excited about not smoking. Had a little bit of a craving, but still not as bad as day four, which is kind of funny because that's when I actually slept well. um, and But it was because, like I said, I took the sleeping aids, and I guess because my nervous system was depressed, like my body was craving more of that, like more like chilled energy. But you know, I got started with taking some action, and as soon as I started, it's like I didn't want to stop. Um, it's not even that I didn't want to stop. It's just kind of naturally, like as soon as you get moving, like it's just, I don't know, just feels good. Like accomplishing any little thing, like you want to keep accomplishing. Based on what I know about like dopamine and things like that, I know that when you accomplish something, your brain releases the neurotransmitter called dopamine, I'm not a scientist or anything, but I am very curious about information and health, and I just like to learn a lot. I like to learn everything I can, and so I know that each time you basically accomplish something, you get little hits of dopamine. And what dopamine does in your brain is that it's basically there to keep you wanting more dopamine release. Um, but they're just little hits, when you're doing things like cleaning your room, working out, just making money, or whatever, like things that you should be doing to have a good life and to keep your life together. um, Obviously, when you do drugs like cocaine, never done it, but um, the amount of dopamine that you release is so high that you're like, something like cleaning your room isn't gonna do anything anymore, because you're so um, you just basically, your tolerance for dopamine just goes way up. You know what I'm saying? So like, um, little things like exercise, or like I said, cleaning your room, or going to work, and like trying to advance in your career, little things like that aren't gonna have the same effect, because you're just kind of not going to get the same feeling as when you do drugs like cocaine, because the release is just so high. So anyways, I just wanted to make a point about the magnesium and the valerian root. um, the reason why I was feeling groggy again is because I upped my dose. So don't be afraid to take the recommended dose, or even if you just take one of those, either magnesium glycinate or valerian root. Um, Usually you take between 150 milligrams to, actually, between 200 and 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. I try to stick around 200 because, like I said, I noticed that the higher dose makes me kind of groggy in the morning, but the 200 milligram dose just makes me feel nice and calm. It has a really nice effect on anxiety. That I noticed a lot when I take it, as opposed to when I don't. So yeah, basically that's it. That's it. That's days through 1 through 4, and yeah, I guess if any of you out there is watching this and you have any tips for me, you can leave them down in the comments. If you're going through the same thing as me, trying to better your life, and trying to um, yeah, just improve and just quit weed, and just move on to the next chapter of your life, then you know feel welcome to keep watching, and leave me a comment, letting me know how you're doing, how it's working out for you, how is your life improving, or your struggles, and we can go through it together. All right, and that's gonna be it for this video. And man, the gun's looking kind of good. just kidding, but but yeah, no. Let's scratch that last part. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. um, Hopefully I'll be making more soon. I don't know if I'll be making them every single day or every couple days. We'll see how it goes, because I feel like I don't want to keep saying the same thing like over and over. But yeah, peace, God bless.